It is time to wake up and be wealthy, and we are doing a really, really fun series called Quantum Leaping. And I'm so excited. So, this is part one of the series, and this is going to be so juicy and amazing. They all will build off of each other. So, make sure that you're following along according to part one, part two, etc. And it's just going to be so good. So, in this episode of the series, what the fuck is quantum leaping and why should you care? I'm just going to go ahead and add that because it is important to know why. Like why would we even bother to entertain quantum leaping and how powerful it can be? So I'm just going to keep on adding to this podcast episode because I literally have so much to say around quantum leaping, which is why we're going to make it a series because if not, this would turn into like a 4 hour podcast episode, and ain't nobody got time for that. So I want to give a quick shout out to our podcast episode sponsor, which is Courtney with Quadrant Bookkeeping. Bookkeeping unburdens mamapreneurs of financial upkeep so they can refocus their time and energy back into their business, their family, and even a vacation time because every mama needs a vacation. Amen. Our services start at affordable rates that can be viewed on our website because mamas don't have the time to waste on a phone call with companies that can't be upfront about pricing. I just love that. Courtney is a helper at heart and would love to help you in your business. Reach out today to get on the schedule for next month. And I'll make sure her link is in the show notes. But it's quadrantbookkeeping.com, just in case you have a good memory. So let's dive into part one of this topic. So I love explaining things very simple so you can actually get it. So quantum leaping, you may have heard the term, okay, in the past, but maybe you didn't understand what it meant, or maybe you do. I don't know what your knowledge of quantum leaping is, but I'm excited that you're curious about it because this is the thing that I want you to understand. Quantum leaping is happening whether you are intentionally doing it or not. What I really want for you is to do it predictably, because when we can do it predictably, we can get to exactly where you want to go. But the simplest way to understand quantum leaping is big actions happening to get to a big result faster. So it is based on action, okay? And your way of being, but most importantly, the action that you're taking. So, why is this important? Well, when we can actually understand where you're wanting to go and we take big actions to get there, we can shorten the timeline it takes for you to get to any type of goal. This can be money, this can be health and fitness, this can be relationship based. You can quantum leap in all categories of your life, and it can happen so much faster when we do it with intention and focus. And that's when it becomes predictable. And I really think this is how you create true magic. Like, this is magic because when you can understand the trick, if you will, then you can actually do it. Okay? So I want you to take, for example, you really wanted to lose some weight, right? That's a big goal of yours. It's a big stretch goal. Now, quantum leaping towards that goal would be taking big actions, okay, in a short amount of time. Now, we want to do this with ease, flow, and fun. And this is where I'm different. I do not want you to burn out when you are quantum leaping. And the way we do that is putting you first. We're going to love your way through quantum leaping so you feel so good every step of the way. You're enjoying the process and not just the destination. I want you to enjoy the journey and the process, and also, of course, yes, the destination, because then there'll be the next destination and the next destination, okay? So quantum leaping towards losing weight would be big actions like hiring a personal trainer that you're going to meet with 3 times a week, buying a bunch of workout clothes, either starting a meal plan or hiring somebody to actually prep your meals for you, right? You buy new tennis shoes. Maybe you go get your blood work done. You start to understand that blood work and like maybe what foods you should and shouldn't eat based on like your actual body, right? You grab a huge water bottle and you start filling it up multiple times a day, right? So quantum leaping is based on decisions that lead to habits that help you get to your goal faster. And when we're doing this, right? And when you're doing these actions, you start to be in a vortex, okay? Where you get there so much faster, right? Because you're doing all of these big actions towards a big goal that are happening all at the same time, or at least simultaneously, and you get there so much faster than the person on the sideline saying, oh, I would really love to lose some weight someday, right? And they're not doing anything for food or exercise or hydration, right? Or any of those things, right? So this is where it becomes predictable, because when you actually know the methodology of quantum leaping, as simple as I just explained it, big actions equal big results, which is quantum leaping, and you do it quickly, you can actually get to really any goal, and you know it's just a matter of time, right? And the most important part of quantum leaping is becoming an energetic match for the thing that you desire, the person that you desire, because we don't have control over when something happens, but we do have control over what we do and why we do it to increase the odds for success of getting there faster. This could be the same with a financial goal. Maybe you want to pay off debt. Well, there's so many different big actions we can take to pay off debt so much faster than the person's standing on the sidelines, or maybe dipping their toe in and then coming back out, dipping their toe in and coming back out. So it's really making sure you are not only taking the big actions, but also becoming an energetic match for the thing. Okay. So if we going back to the debt or even money example, if we don't look inward of like, well, why is this important, right? Like, why do you want to pay off the debt so badly? Why does it bother you, right? Or the health and fitness, like, why do you want to lose the weight that you have? Like, what does it make you feel like, right? So we're uncovering the feelings that you currently have and the feelings that you do want, and then we can really create those feelings, those new feelings now, and that is how you become a better energetic match for something. You already are worthy and deserve it, but until we fully be it, right? Be, do, have, if you've ever heard that saying, be, do, have. So be the energetic match, do the actions, and eventually you're going to have the thing when you look back and you're like, holy smokes, that happened so fast. That's quantum leaping, okay? Be, do, have. Be, do, have. Be, do, have. Now, if you are an ADHDer, my recommendation is to not try to do all the things all at the same time. So pinpoint one category of your life, one category of your business, and go all in with that one. Be the energetic match. Do the big actions, and eventually you will have it. And then we can move on from there to the point where you've quantum leaped your whole entire life and your whole entire business. It still does take time. I do not want you to leave this episode being like, oh, well, I just found the the secret to doing it overnight. This does still take time, okay? But when you continue to become the energetic match for it, do the big actions. Like I said, it's just a matter of time until you actually arrive at your destination. It's no longer cross your fingers, hope and pray, like so many people think manifesting, quantum leaping, that's what it is, and it is not. It's so practical at the essence of what it is, and it's exactly what I just explained to you, as simple and straightforward as possible, because I know sometimes woo-woo words can be like confusing and you're like, okay, what does that actually mean? Okay, so the feelings are what we want to create, right? So if paying off the debt would make you feel peaceful, how can we be an energetic match for that now, right? How can you create more peace in your life before the actual debt is eliminated, right? Is there stress in your calendar? Could we create more peace there, right? Are there toxic relationships that feel so awful? Could we create peace there by loving from afar, right? So this is how you're able to become the energetic match for it in other ways before the debt is paid off. Too often we go right to the doing, right? But then it still feels like there's like this block. It's this. It's being the energetic match for it, okay? So I cannot wait for you to hear the whole series. I can't wait to hear what your takeaways are, but listen to this as many times as you need. I still do understand if you're new to this quantum world, it can be like a little like, oh my gosh, what is she saying? She's still saying it's simple, but man, I'm new, right? I'm new to this world. Don't be afraid to be new. This is the power of what may be missing for you. Again, when we just hop to strategy, when we just hop to a software, we don't have the first part, which is the being, the feeling, right? The connection, the intuition, right? So this is the missing piece for so many females out there, because we as females really thrive with having that feminine energy. And you don't have to be a female to crave that feminine energy, but it's the feelings. We are emotional beings, and we forget that when we insert ourselves in business and we're trying to like grab a software, grab a strategy, post some things on social media, and we're like, why is this not working? Why does this not feel good? It's because we forgot the first part. Okay. So I'm so excited for you. Again, play along, listen along. If you're a little skeptical to the woo-woo side, just try it out. I'm probably one of your most practical woo-woo people. I love the practical and I love the woo. So you will hear me talk about both, and they both do matter, and I live them every single day, and I can't wait for you to live them too. Okay, come back for part 2. Have a good day.